Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is the latest creation from Machine Games. And as fans will know, it is set between the Temple of Doom and the Last Crusade. And with that in mind, the developers have packed the game full of references to the other movies, video games, and, rides at Disneyland? So grab your whip and fedora, because this is All Out Gamer, I'm Echo, and here are 5 Easter eggs you can find in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. First up, let's talk about the hidden comic books scattered throughout the game. These collectibles don't just look cool, they give you new skills and abilities when you find them. For example, one of the comics is called Punch-Out, which is a clear reference to the 80s video game of the same name. This is a skill book that restores your stamina whenever an enemy is knocked out. But it's also a deep cut for all those gamers that remember this old school NES title. But for fans of Indy, it gets even better. There are many comic books spread throughout the game that reference the different movies and video games starring everyone's favourite fist-fighting archaeologist. For instance, there's a comic with a kraken on the cover, and this is a clear reference to the video game from 2003, The Emperor's Tomb, which just goes to show Machine Games left no stone unturned with their Easter eggs. Next, let's head to the Vatican, the first major location that you can explore within the game. Now this is an area with secrets, puzzles, and all kinds of mysteries, but one of the side quests in particular, Father and Son, hides a major Easter egg. If you manage to crack the code on a safe, you'll find a letter inside that references Henry Jones Sr., Indy's dad. Now, as we said in the beginning, this game is set before The Last Crusade. And interestingly, the letter reveals that the same spies watching Indy are also watching his father. And they're after the Holy Grail. So does this mean this is where Indy first found out about it? It blows the whole thing wide open. Anyway, it's a nice little tie-in to the wider Indy mythos and an excellent callback for fans of the films. Okay, so here's a quirky one. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, there's a couple of memorable student moments. In one of them, a student leaves an apple on the corner of Indy's desk as a sign of respect for his professor. Well, guess what? In Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, you can find an apple in this exact spot on Indy's desk at Marshall College. A lot of people probably saw this and didn't even realise it was an Easter egg. And in another iconic moment, one of his students has "I love you" written on her eyelids. And in the same room at Marshall College, you can find a love letter from this student. These are a nice little throwback to that teaching scene in the movie, and perfect Easter eggs for fans who love the details. So we've had Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Last Crusade. This next one is for fans of Temple of Doom. Whilst exploring Marshall College, you'll come across several notice boards that advertise the Marshall College Grand Dance 1937. And if you look closely at the bottom of these posters, you'll see it says music by Willie Scott. Yep, that's right, this is the same aspiring singer-songwriter who travels with Indy in the second movie. It's great to see that Willie's career has really taken off and she's now able to provide music for the big dance. What a nice little nod to the character, even if we don't get to see her perform. And finally, let's talk about a really cool but obscure nod to a ride at Disneyland. Inside Indy's office at Marshall College, you'll find a map on his desk. The description on this item should feel pretty familiar if you've ever been to Disneyland, California. And, I haven't. Listen to my accent. Does it sound like I'm from California? So for anybody else like me that hasn't been to Disneyland, California, this is a map for the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. This is the exact name of the Indiana Jones themed adventure ride at the theme park. I looked it up, and the writing on the map even matches the story written for the ride itself. Just another crazy reference for fans of this franchise. And just one more way that Machine Games have honoured Indy's entire legacy. And there you have it, my friends, 5 Easter eggs in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Have you found any more that you think we might have missed? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds and it really helps the channel out. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and good luck in whatever game you're currently playing.